Welcome to the Stateless Standard, where we ignite the torch of liberty to expose the shadows cast by the powerful elite. Today, we delve into the enigmatic saga of Jeffrey Epstein, a tale not just of personal depravity, but of how the statist machinery shields its cronies while trampling the stateless masses. In a world where the ruling class operates above the law, Epstein's story is a cynical reminder that true justice is a myth perpetuated by those who control the narrative. Buckle up as we unravel this web of influence, abuse, and unanswered questions. On a seemingly ordinary day in 1953, Jeffrey Edward Epstein entered the world in Brooklyn, New York. His father, a Parks Department worker, and his mother, a school aide, scraped by in a modest brick house. No silver spoons here, just the grind of the working class under the boot of the state. Yet, young Epstein displayed a razor-sharp mind for mathematics, skipping grades and graduating high school early. College? He dabbled at Cooper Union and NYU, but dropped out without a degree. In a meritocratic fairy tale, that should have been the end of his ascent. But Epstein's path was anything but merit-based. It reeks of the kind of backroom deals that define the crony-capitalist system we libertarians so despise. By 1974, this degreeless wonder landed a teaching gig at Dalton School, one of Manhattan's most exclusive prep academies, catering to the offspring of the financial aristocracy. How? Connections, of course. Epstein strutted in like he owned the place, dressing flashier than his students' trust fund parents and driving cars that screamed nouveau riche. Students recall him as charismatic yet oddly unsettling, bending rules with impunity. Complaints piled up, conduct unbecoming, they said, and he was ousted after 2 years. A career killer? Hardly. Dalton was Epstein's gateway drug to power. Rubbing elbows with the elite's heirs opened doors to Wall Street's inner sanctum. Enter Alan Ace Greenberg, the bearish boss of Bear Stearns. In 1976, despite zero credentials, Epstein snagged a junior trading role. He climbed fast, dazzling with his numerical prowess and rule-bending audacity. But scandal loomed. Whispers of insider trading in the early 80s. In a just world, he'd be ruined. Instead, he parted ways quietly. No charges, no black mark. This, folks, is failing upward in the statist playground, where regulations protect the insiders and crush the outsiders. Mid-1980s, Epstein reinvents as a financial consultant with Intercontinental Assets Group, chasing lost fortunes in murky waters. But the real jackpot? Leslie Wexner, the billionaire behind L Brands and Victoria's Secret. Why would this retail titan grant Epstein power of attorney over his empire? Signing checks, buying properties, borrowing millions. The official story is hazy, but cynics like us smell leverage or worse. Suddenly, Epstein's flaunting a Manhattan mega mansion, a Boeing 777 dubbed the Lolita Express, and a private island. His net worth? Billions, allegedly, yet no hedge fund, no public trades, just shadows. Was it money laundering? Blackmail? In the anarcho-capitalist lens, it's clear. True wealth comes from voluntary exchange, not this opaque cronyism that thrives under government protection. Enter Ghislaine Maxwell in the 90s, the polished daughter of disgraced media mogul Robert Maxwell, whose empire crumbled in fraud. Fleeing scandal, she latched onto Epstein, becoming his social lubricant into aristocracy. Together, they hobnobbed with the untouchables. Donald Trump at Mar-a-Lago, where Trump once quipped about Epstein's penchant for younger company, a remark that ages like fine wine in hindsight. Across the pond, Prince Andrew, the Duke of York, strolled Central Park with him, even post-conviction. Bill Clinton jetted on the Lolita Express dozens of times, though he swears he never touched the island. Nobel laureates, Silicon Valley titans, Ivy League profs, they all dined at Epstein's table. Why? Epstein wasn't just a connector, he was a collector of secrets, favors, influence. In libertarian class analysis, this is the statist elite at play. A network where power begets immunity and the people's rights are collateral damage. His mansions weren't homes, they were honey traps, potentially wired for compromat. Cynical? Absolutely. But explain how a Brooklyn dropout dines with presidents and princes otherwise. By the early 2000s, the facade cracked in Palm Beach. Epstein's waterfront palace saw a parade of young girls, many underage, lured with massage gigs for cash. Dozens recounted identical horrors, side door entries, upstairs massages turning abusive. Palm Beach police built a damning 53-page case in 2005, interviewing over 30 victims. Educational note, this wasn't isolated, it was a system, allegedly involving recruitment pyramids. But justice? Federal prosecutors swooped in, crafting the infamous 2008 non-prosecution agreement. Epstein pled to minor state charges, serving a laughable 13 months in county jail, with work release for 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. He basically commuted to his crimes, and get this, immunity for unnamed co-conspirators. This sweetheart deal screams state complicity, protecting the powerful from accountability. In Austrian economics terms, it's moral hazard on steroids. When elites face no consequences, depravity flourishes. Epstein emerged in 2009 not as a pariah but a phoenix. Registered offender? Pfft. He hosted salons blending Nobel minds with raw power, genetics, AI, physics. Patron of science or eugenics enthusiast? Whispers suggest the latter. Prince Andrew visited. Clinton's flights lingered in logs. Trump distanced, but the ties endured. How? Money and secrets buy forgiveness in the Statist club. Yet the stateless fought back. Miami Herald journalists exhumed the deal. Survivors amplified via Me Too. Lawsuits unveiled Maxwell's alleged grooming role. By mid-2010s, the noose tightened, but Epstein jet-setted freely. July 2019, arrest at Teterboro Airport. Charges sex trafficking minors across states. Prosecutors detailed a vast web: Palm Beach, Manhattan, Little St. James, his pedo island. Raids uncovered cash, diamonds, photos of young women. No bail, flight risk. For once, the system seemed to work, or did it? Survivors geared for trial, but Epstein's knowledge threatened too many thrones. August 10, 2019, found unresponsive. Official, suicide. Reality, guards asleep, cameras dead, protocols ignored. The man who could name names, silenced. Coincidence? In our cynical view, it's the state's ultimate cover-up. Theories abound. Negligence or orchestrated hit? Libertarians know, when power concentrates, corruption follows. Ripples continued, Maxwell convicted in 2021 for trafficking, affirming the network. Yet full flight logs, associate lists, buried. Civil suits drag on, but criminal closure? Vanished. Epstein's legacy isn't just scandal, it's an indictment of the state. How a nobody rose through crony doors, abused with impunity, and died conveniently. It exposes the libertarian truth, the powerful versus the people, statism versus freedom. Until we dismantle this machine, shadows persist. Thanks for watching the Stateless Standard. Subscribe, share the torch, and question everything. Liberty awaits.